So just to get things rolling right away, let's just start off. And we all have brand new commanders, so we're going to say who they are and get into it. So, Lobert, whenever you are ready.
Okay. So I'm Lobert. You can find me on Twitter at Lobert8 or on YouTube at Lobert. And my commander is Fusion Elemental. It's just an 8/8 for 5 mana, but it costs Wooburg. And my deck is a multicolor matters. Multicolor matters is the best way to describe it. Chris?
I am playing Ich-Tekik and Atago. The variant that I am playing right now is someone else's. It's EB Shinies. He built this deck just because I built the deck, and I have not looked at his deck list. I was just scrolling for a random Ich-Tekik deck, and I was like, screw it, why not? Let me play this one. I'm obsessed with Tago and Ich-Tekik. If anyone in the community knows it, that's my go-tos. They're not competitive, but I just like making rocks because it's just stupid. Just throwing a bunch of rocks at things. So that's my commanders. Straightforward. Boom.
And I'm Stein. I'm playing Guttersnipe. Guttersnipe is kind of a pet card for me. It is actually the first Pauper commander deck I built in paper, and a majority of this deck is actually built in German,
which is really bad. It really is.
Guttersnipe.
All right, and then
how did a German person pronounce Guttersnipe?
Guttersnipe.
German is so crazy.
Or Gossenschütze. That's what it is. Yeah.
I'm on a Return of the Dinos low right now with Thundering Spineback, who's like the biggest looking dinosaur in frame right now. And the onlyest one. He's a 5/5 dinosaur lord that gives my other dinos +1/+1, and I can pay 5 generic mana and a green mana to make a single 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. The flavor text states, it appears that nature has risen against Brunelli Rage, I guess. Finally? Brunelli, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an elf-powered dino worshipping group of elves dino deck. And we're going to see it fares with one tweak from the previous play.
Very cool. We good for me to get started?
Yep.
I'm still getting, but if you want to.
5 mana, 8/8, let's go. 5 colors, let's
go. Chris, would you rather get started or wait for him to mull?
It's up to him.
It's whatever y'all want to do.
Let's go.
Yeah, you're good to go then.
I'm just going to go then.
Yeah.
Okay. Play a Woodland Chasm and pass.
I'm gonna play a Rivet TS Outlook, go look for a forest. I'm gonna slowly load up my library by clicking a button. I'm gonna select this one specific forest because it was the nicest one. I'm gonna gain a life, and I'm gonna put that forest on the battlefield, and guess what? It's tapped. So watch out.
Peak.
And then I'm gonna glaze over my hand in wonderment as to the next beautiful turn I'm going to make, which is probably going to be a ramp spell. Contemplate life for a few moments of time. Wonder how many
while
cards.
You're contemplating life there, Chris. Let me ask you.
Yes.
What does it mean for a forest to enter tap?
It symbolizes growth because we're starting off at the seed of life, and then we grow into it, a forest.
And you've gained a life, so really the metaphor is literal.
Yep.
Just as much as it is philosophical.
Exactly. So welcome to the channel.
Transcendent play here today on One More Game MTG by the showrunner himself, Chris of One More Game MTG fame.
Thank you.
I'm keeping this okay hand right here.
Most welcome.
All right, and welcome your welcoming opening hand. Boom.
We're gonna start off with a desert, a German desert at that, and pass.
I'm not gonna hit the next turn button right now because it's my first turn, but I am gonna hit draw button, and we're gonna do a snow-covered forest, and there I think we'll play Elvish Mystic.
Look at that turn 1 play.
Yeah.
I'm playing Flare Magic here.
And then I will pass the turn. It is 5 color, 5 mana, 8/8. If it double strike, it one-shots a commander.
Play Arkham's Astrolabe. I will draw. Play Manor Gate. Name blue. And pass.
It's crazy that when it comes to like snow permanent wise, there's like really none of them. This Astrolabe, the untapped land creature, and Scred. But like so many decks play snowlands.
Yeah.
Because of those cards.
Because those cards are so impactful.
I mean, I'm even playing snowlands in my mono green deck.
Yep. I'm gonna Farseek for the dual lands, and you're good to go.
For a dual snow?
Yeah. I'm hoping it's in this deck.
It's a Highland Forest.
Yeah, I gotta load this up. I don't know it.
I played this
It is not
snow-covered
in the deck.
mountain.
Okay, he didn't put it in the deck. They're only
I am gonna. Do I do it that way? No, I don't want to do it that way. I will tap 2, and I'll play a German.
Very cool.
And with that, I will pass.
Ooh, that's not what I would have liked to have drawn, but that's all right.
That's not German.
zero
Let's
dual
tap
lands
this
in this.
forest. I'm gonna play Essence Warden. I'm gonna tap Elvish Mystic for. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna tap Elvish Mystic at all. I'm gonna play a Colony Garden though, and that's gonna ETB tapped, and it's gonna make me this plant token, and that's gonna gain me. Oh, hold on.
What creature did you play?
Or on a monitor adventure.
The land.
Gain life.
Essence
Yeah.
Warden.
I got
Oh
an
yeah,
Essence
that's the
Warden
one.
Okay.
and a plant. We've potted a plant here on Team Elvish Dinosaur Warship Squad.
Yep. Yeah.
And then we got to
You-
backtrack through all the monitors, and
You gain 1 life.
there.
You
Gain the life.
Yep.
And we are going to hold on.
You said pass, right?
Yep, you did.
There's a lot of monitors over here.
Play no mountain. Play Lobber Crew and pass.
Speaking my language over here.
Tasteful.
All right. Untap, draw.
Just Sharpie and a T to make it Lobbert Crew.
Yep. Don't see why not. I'm gonna ramp growth, but also do whatever. I'll do it now. Meister's Theater, so I should do it at the same time. Looking for a
bunch of ramping.
mountain and a forest, one of each. Gain a life, and you're good to go.
Must be nice to have 5 land on turn 3.
Doing the
Better
best
than-
I can.
Oh, I'm sorry. How many creatures? I forgot that Essence Warden is your guys' creatures too.
Just
how
one
many
creature.
It's only green. Oh, no, it's all creatures guy. Yep.
1.
Just one since my turn.
Yes.
Looks like yeah.
Snow-covered mountain.
Hey, you're playing Snowlands too. Look at all this.
Yeah, because Scred is a.
Pay to win, baby.
Oh yeah, I know you're playing Scred. I got it in gut.
I will tap 3 for the German Guttersnipe, the foil German Guttersnipe.
The fact it's foil
Oh,
makes it even nicer.
It's an art I've never seen before.
That's the
It's
OG
the
art.
original art. Yes, it's the best
OG.
art.
It
I
really
have
is
to
the
go
best
and take a
art.
Look at Guttersnipe.
Um,
Maxfield, I'll have to double check.
and also Guttersnipe is now Pauper a common legal too.
I know, it's just so crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So, like, it seems like if a card's been printed both as a common and an uncommon, you can run it as a commander or in your 99, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Which is so interesting, specifically in this format and in no other format.
With that, I will pass turn.
And it blurs the lines, opens some unique possibilities.
Invalidate some decks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyhow, I'm gonna gain a life off that Guttersnipe before your turn ends there.
Yep.
And then we'll hit the next turn button. I'm gonna read this really wordy card.
Okay. So I play Murmuring Mystic, which got downshifted. And since I've just been like, why don't I just play Third Path Iconoclast and just like have 2 commanders?
Yeah.
Yep.
And them being artifacts for Third Path is
That puts it really
you gotta play
over.
you gotta just play like way more improvise and affinity spells that are just free. Anyway, go ahead.
Thought I had a bit of a clunky start here, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about it. I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm gonna play Primal Growth, kickering by sacking this plant. Thank you, plant, for your contribution. So I'm gonna search my library because I paid the kicker cost for 2 basic land cards and put them into play, and then shuffle my library.
Yeah, and they come in untapped.
They come in untapped.
Yep.
Which is what is so great about this card and why I included it. Oh no, Dictionary.
Oh.
Why are you always doing that? You'll get your 15 seconds of fame, but it won't be on Twitch, Dictionary. You'll have to find it elsewhere. Alright, I'm going to close and shuffle, and we'll tap 2, play Druid of the Cowl.
Gain that life.
Gain your life.
Yep.
Dorkiest way possible, and I'll pass my turn.
Raw Man Tower. You love to see it in a 5-color deck.
Beautiful.
Let's Pinky Eyes for 1, 2,
Dang.
for Manamorphose.
I love Mana.
Sweet.
Trigger this to untap, and then I will draw.
Actually,
And I have to choose the colors first. Sorry, what was that?
I was saying it's actually super good specifically in your deck because it's 5-color as mana filtering and card draw, and it's free because it's Manamorphose.
Oh, you
I'm
noticed.
excited. It's such a stellar
It
card.
is the
I'm
new
excited
shade of
with it.
lipstick.
Get your
Yeah,
Demeanor.
I'm gonna choose red and raw,
Ah,
and I'll
Boros.
use that for Tormenting Voice. Discarding. I don't think that this is a War Flare game, so I'm gonna draw 2. I'll tap this for 1 more damage.
We're all taking one more.
Yep. Pay
Damn.
2 for a putrid leech and untap my lobber crew. And then I'll pass.
Sounds like a smelly magic card.
Untap and
I'm gonna read it.
draw. I'm gonna tap
Wow.
3 for Tago. Then for 2. Oh, so you got to gain 1 life hit. And then I'm gonna cast Silver
Yeah, sorry,
Ranger.
I was distracted by a putrid leech.
Oh,
Very good.
and 1 from putrid leech as well.
And then you're
Oh,
gonna
also
gain
true.
Sylvan, yeah.
Yeah.
Forest to hand, but I don't want to play the forest for turn.
Oh, and you played your other guy too. All right,
Yep.
okay, wow. You got a lot of triggers to keep track of here.
Like a rock.
Had no time to plan for my turn.
Is not gonna do anything probably in this deck. Tap a green for a groundskeeper. I don't think there's any value in this deck for that. So many random creatures in this deck.
Hip.
Did
If you gain a
build it?
life.
And you gain, yeah.
Yep, and I gain a life.
I'm gonna pass after that. There's a deadly recluse in this deck. I don't know why.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Turn 4. 4 lands on field. Not missing them land drops.
Right on curve.
Now, what I'm going to do with all this mana?
How much life have you gained, Chris?
Hey, Chris, how much life have you gained?
I think he's only gained 2 this game.
2 life, yeah. And you only pinged us for 2.
Works out.
Yeah.
That works out.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure I did this right.
I was like not sure where the other one came from.
I
Yeah,
went to-
2 of those. New Capenna lands.
Yep.
Those lands are so fantastic. When
Let's
those
go ahead
first
and
came out,
start out.
everyone was
Yes.
like, these are stupid. No one's going to use these. But now it's amazing. 20 landfall triggers.
1, 2. I'm going to Reckless Impulse. Going to do 2 damage to all my opponents.
You know what? I'm so happy that you played Reckless Impulse. I don't even care.
I got a Tormenting Voice and a Panorama. Do I want to use the Panorama? I will pay 1 for this Ritual. Trigger Guttersnipe. Everyone's going to take 2.
It's the swamp. Come on, really? Come on, spell table.
Did you catch it?
Yeah, I got it now. You're good. I was typing it in.
The Pyretic Ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Pyretic. I will cast the Tormenting Voice with 2 of them floating, and I will discard this Crashing Drawbridge. Trigger Guttersnipe.
You'll lose. It's a 2.
2 more. Yep. I'll draw 2 cards. I have 1 red floating still. I will use the last remaining floating and this one, and I will Grape Shot. That will be. I'll have 4 targets with. Yep.
I'll take 2.
And everyone's gonna take 2. Yep. You ready for my targets?
Yep. Tog it away.
Essence Warden is be the first one. The next target is gonna be. Next one will be going to Tago.
Yep.
And then a second one to Tago.
Correct. Yeah.
And then I have 1 remaining. It will be going at Hip's face.
Okay. Face
So
forward.
y'all should have taken 8 damage this turn because of the Guttersnipe triggers. I will like to. Do I want to go to combat? Do I want to go to combat? I don't think I do. I will pass my turn. And this is still playable to next turn.
Come on, Essence Warden. All right.
See, this is the thing with the Guttersnipe deck. It's explosive, but it runs out of gas.
Yeah.
I am going to tap 2 and cast a Winding Way. I will choose creature or land. Reveal the top 4 cards of my library. Put all cards of the chosen type revealed this way into my hand. The rest in my graveyard. I'm going to choose creature. Let's reveal. All right. 1, 2. Oh my god.
Uh-oh. We got a
Oh,
priest.
I chose creature.
You get 1
Best
creature.
creature choice ever.
It's
Right,
a good.
Priest of Titania will go into my hand. These cards will go into my graveyard.
Pretty good
Yeah, it's still a
creature
hit.
when there's 3 elves already on field.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, someone else has an elf?
Yeah, I got my Sylvan.
All right.
Hashtag net positive.
Hashtag net positive. All right. Wham. Snow-covered forest. I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast Nissa's Pilgrimage, which is going to have Spell Mastery because there are 2 or more instant and/or sorcery cards in my graveyard. I'll search my library for up to 3 basic forests instead of 2. I will reveal them and
They go to hand.
1 to the battlefield and the rest into my hand. Ooh, not as good
Yep.
as I thought. Oh my god, dictionary. What is your deal? Get out of here.
He wants to make sure
Adventure.
you understand how to spell adventure.
I don't need
what it
to know
means.
how to spell things or read things. I'm a magic player. All right. Snow-covered forest. 1, 2, 3. I just look at the silly pictures, and that does everything I needed to do.
If you look up vigilance in the dictionary, it doesn't even get it right. It doesn't even say anything about creatures.
They just
Yeah,
And
I-
tapping.
The dictionary is stupid.
who thought of that thing?
What a dumb invention. All right. Let's put this forest here. These ones will go into my hand. And I'm going to tap Elvish Mystic Druid of the Cowl. I'm gonna play Priest of Titania.
End step. I'm gonna ping the table for 1.
See, Robert's on my team. Ping everyone.
At a slightly slower pace, but it's still doing
Trust
it.
me. I'm out of pocket right now. I'm very much a mono red player, but
Things
dinosaurs are fun too.
Okay, let's go to combat. Stein, block it. You won't.
2-2. No, I'll take my 2. Are you gonna pump it?
Nope. I'm gonna play a Snow Plains.
All right, I'm going to untap and draw. Does this deck do anything? That's 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for Ich-Tekik. Make a golem. There's no golem to. Oh, there you go. I'm like, where's the golem token? So you gain 0 life because it is gone. So haha. And then I guess Spore Frog.
Have your ha-has.
I am going to pass after that because the Spore Frog's going to do a lot of work against Guttersnipe, so we're good there.
Yeah, it can prevent all that combat damage.
I'm gonna play a time of return. I'm going to start off by tapping 1 and 2, and I'll Cathartic Reunion, discarding this snow-covered mountain and this other panorama. Hitting the table for 2, and I'll draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Only that it had been a bitter reunion instead of a cathartic one. Maybe we'd all have 2 more life in our life totals right now.
No, you would still lose the 2 life.
Yep, accept it.
Bitter reunion's an enchantment.
He's right, though.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Plot twist.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's why I said it. Damn.
I will tap 2, and I will play. What is this in English? Wild Guest.
Yep,
Discarding this other land, hitting everyone for 2.
This is exactly the kind of behavior I would expect from Guttersnipe. What if we all just swing at it, Stein, this turn cycle?
You probably take some damage.
Probably.
I will tap 1.
He can join in the fun too.
And Searing Spear. I will target your Golem,
Yeah.
doing 3 damage to it, and then 2 damage to everyone else.
All right. Golem's dead. I take 2. Gone out of 15. Buckle my shoe.
In 4, I've gained almost 10 life this game, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die.
I can't attack with Guttersnipe. Oh, I could actually. I'm going to move to combat. Guttersnipe is going to go at hip.
How big is Guttersnipe?
It's a 2/2. And with 4 cards in hand, I will pass turn.
And Guttersnipe commander damage. This is meme worthy.
You better track that.
I tracked it. I always do. I want the clarity. I want the honesty. I want it real. All right. Here's a snow-covered forest. Well, hold on.
I think the most damage I've done, like commander damage with Guttersnipe to a single player, is probably like 8 or 10, maybe.
So you're saying it can happen?
Sure.
So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying. All right. I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to play Spring Bloom Druid. I'm going to sacrifice land, and if I do, I'll search library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield, tap shuffle. We're going to sacrifice this Colony Garden because it's just not snowy enough. Sorry, Colony Garden. You did your thing, and now we're going to just get rid of you.
Now
it's
we're
pretty
done.
rude. Yeah, it's pretty rude. But,
You already discarded its plant, and now you're discarding it.
yeah, forest has to grow. It can't be a garden anymore. Sorry, Colony Garden. You're the seed that starts the forest, but you can't live forever. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 tapped forests now. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will cycle this Tranquil Thicket. I'm gonna have 8 green floating. 8 green floating. I guess there's one thing I didn't need to tap, I guess, but I've already tapped it, so. Anyway, here's Thundering Spineback with a floating green to just stare at for its own enjoyment.
It's
I guess.
It's the forest that you sacrifice the soul of the forest.
Yeah.
Too bad mana burn isn't a thing.
I know.
That's the turn along.
All right. So on your end step, I guess we're going to start by paying the table for 1.
Yep.
Then we're going to pay 5. We do Hypothesizzle. I have to choose a target right now.
Sounds like an easy start.
Yeah, it is. I can do up to 4 damage. I have to choose the target first. I draw 2, and then I can discard a card to have that damage actually go through. I believe that's how it works.
Card and on land, and when you do, it deals 4 damage to turn.
So there's several problems here. I don't think Chris is the problem. Could be a problem. Guttersnipe.
Spineback is a 5/5, and I think Guttersnipe is.
Yeah, but Priest of Titania isn't.
Okay,
Priest.
but I mean, Thundering Spineback's already here.
I'm gonna do Priest of Titania.
Wow, we're gonna die to Guttersnipe.
Let me draw my 2 cards.
I can
Okay.
kill the Guttersnipe on my turn if I have to, depending on obviously what the
Oh
draw.
my god, what is with this?
Because I
freaking
have
dictionary?
my whatchamacallit,
I'm about to throw
my rock
computer
token
out the
still.
window. I mean,
I don't think I want to discard these cards.
And you don't do the damage.
You don't.
Then I
yeah.
don't do the damage.
okay, Priest of Titania is here.
Someone's
Yes.
in a pickle.
I untap this and ping you guys another one. I definitely need to do that. And then I untap.
See, Guttersnipe's my
Fine,
problem.
fine.
He's just making everyone easy to die.
it's just- it's
Path of
just like,
Ancestry.
we're gonna creating a
everyone, and
balance.
Robert's like, yes, let's damage everyone. That sounds great.
I'll deal the table 1 damage, and then I'll pay 5
I guess.
for Womp, this guy.
12.
Untap Blobber Crew, and then send Hewitt Stein. See, I'm helping.
Are you gonna buff it?
No,
I'm
Okay, I'll take my
helping.
2.
and then I'll pass.
Get that commander, Fusion Elemental.
Untap draw. Okay. That's not.
Flavor text. That's all he's got going for him.
Flavor text powered commander I've ever seen.
Alright, I'm going to play a land, tap the land to put the rock on my groundskeeper. Okay, and
Another round is right.
then I'm going to tap 4 to cast Pirate's Pillage, discarding Elvish Aberration to draw 2 and make 2. Like, this is the treasure token they chose? Okay. I love just to see like which ones they choose for the deck itself.
It's based on what's in the deck.
Yeah, I
itself.
know. Like, this is Phyrexian, but like, this wasn't Phyrexian. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's not Phyrexian either. Oh, well, the set, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's March on the Machines actually. Is the token.
So is it just the most recent token?
No, because
It's based on.
Go
It's based on what cards like the printings are set in the deck
The
list
deck, yeah.
itself.
I'll
And I
play-
think
There's
how it
a-
works is however the cards are listed in the system kind of thing.
yeah.
It finds the first one that generates that card kind of thing to pick out which token actually it generates.
This is the
Hmm.
first thing. I'm gonna pass the turn after I play my land.
So I'm untapping then. Land for turn. I will tap.
There's no Phyrexian things in this entire March.
Well, the token in there is March on the Machines.
Correct, yeah. It Seize the Spoil, the Pirate's Pillage, and Sticky Fingers are the ones that make treasure tokens. Ah.
I am going to tap 1 and Chain Lightning. The target for the Chain Lightning will be. I wish I could deal with the Fusion Elemental, but it's big and scary.
Priest.
I could do the Priest, or I could also do the Spineback, so I can deal with the Spineback too. I'm going to target the Spineback.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
Alright, take 2.
Then I will tap 1, and 'cause that's in the graveyard now. Jaya's Greeting, targeting the Spineback, doing 3
that
more
do?
damage to it. It does 3 damage to target creature, and then I scry 1.
Then we take 2.
Okay. Land zone. She goes.
I will scry that to the bottom. And everyone takes the 2 also.
Down to 8.
I
I
will
feel like
tap.
this is the power level gut is at.
No. I would say
Oh.
probably not.
Gut can go crazy.
Tap
Not
1
mine.
for a Crimson Wisp, targeting Guttersnipe. It's red and got haste,
Alright.
and I draw a card.
Before you draw the card, I'm gonna throw the rock at Guttersnipe, dealing 2 damage to it.
I like this play a lot.
Still taking the 2 either way, but
That's fine. Guttersnipe will die. I'll draw my card. The rock gets destroyed too.
oh yeah, sorry about that. And then this goes up a counter on this. Now it's a 2/2.
I'm gonna tap and Flame Rift.
Oh ho ho ho.
Everyone's gonna take 4,
Mint.
including myself.
Literal mint.
Yeah, if you didn't kill the Guttersnipe,
Yeah, 100%.
that's what I drew off the Crimson Wisp too.
Oh damn.
Would have been in lightning bolt range.
Wait, did you say that's what you drew off of Crimson Wisps?
Yep.
Yes.
Just
Didn't that
damn.
not resolve?
No, the wisp resolved.
He just responded to it.
I
with
just
the rock.
reacted
You
to
res-
it. So I
you
want.
responded-
Killing its target?
It's a line. It's a line break.
Yeah, it's
for the
not.
draw.
It's not additional.
It's a line break. So on the draw.
But isn't if something has a target at all and then it loses that target, that is the fizzle?
That's if it, but it still has a line break, so it still draws.
Yeah, so it's a weird thing with the rules text. If it's all a single line, then it is that way. But if they separate the different things, it doesn't have to have a the secondary ability. It's doesn't have to have a target in order for that part to resolve. There's a card, the mono white, where it's relic, where basically or whatever it is, where ETBs sacrifice it. It's a World Gorger combo kind of style almost, where like it doesn't have to be there for it to do its thing kind of style.
It has to have a target to when I cast it.
So many times I've had people
Correct.
argue with me that it's like, nope, that doesn't happen because blah blah blah, and I'm like, listen, I know for a fact that this is how the rules work.
Yeah, it's a
like,
very
I don't
weird
know
one.
And yeah, it's like that is how it works.
Yeah, since it has a line break there, like
Yeah, you've explained it to me 4 times. I get it. I'm not
Yeah.
arguing. We're fine.
It's stupid grammar. Continue.
Okay.
With 1 card in hand and nothing to do, I will pass.
All right, now's our opportunity, everyone.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to die. Apparently, next turn. Let's see what this is.
I got real salties in the chat. I'm making Urza Lord Artificer deck. How's it come? Oh, that's him saying how's it come. So
this seems
we're playing Pauper Commander. They're talking about Urza Lord
like
Artificer.
extremely unhelpful. I don't know. Maybe it's helpful. Let's see.
Flip that coin.
It'll cost me.
Was this a rule update?
No, it's been. I'll tell you. I'll give you the date for it because it's based from a creature that was printed a while back that it became erratic to that.
Yeah, it's been that rose for quite a long time though.
If I do this,
Yeah, I'm just going based off several judges have explained the situation.
Yeah, I'll find the card for it. You good? Just gotta figure out the name of it is.
No, that I end up short to do this at work. Alright, we're gonna do Birchlore Rangers.
Fiend Hunter. That's the way we can say Fiend Hunter is 1 white, 1 under 3. When Fiend Hunter enters the battlefield, you may exile another target creature. Next line, when Fiend Hunter leaves the battlefield, return the exile card to its owner's under its owner's control. Because it's separate, once it enters, you then target, but it doesn't have a target anymore. It'll still be okay. It's a way of like it's kind of similar to
That's
Oubliette.
2 separate abilities. That's not one spell with a target that loses its target.
That's
like,
yeah.
It has technically 2 abilities on this card.
I'm gonna ask the rule chat for it.
They're separate paragraphs.
Please do.
1,
Yeah,
2,
you're good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana from Forest, 8 from Elvish Mystic, 9 from Druid of the Cow, tapping Spring Bloom Druid and Birchlore Rangers for 10, tapping Priest of Titania to get 5 mana from my 5 elves, 15 mana. I'm gonna recast Thundering. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw my computer out the window.
How many elves do you have in field? Well, because Chris also has
I have
2 elves.
2 on my side, just so you know.
That's 6, 7. Oh, so I actually have enough. So go to Druid also. I'll just throw that down, I guess. And then I'll have 17, 9 here. That brings me down to 8. Voted Druid brings me down to 6. And I'll pay 6 mana, and I'll make a dinosaur, and then promptly die in a moment. Rectangle.
Okay.
And step all ping.
I've not gained enough life to do literally anything other than ramp. It
Chris,
is a
you're
late
1.
game deck for sure.
Okay. Of course.
Yeah, because Robert.
You good.
It doesn't matter. Pay 3 for Bonder's Ornament. And then it's ping once more.
Yep.
Sorry, Chris.
There you go.
Pay 1, 2 for Zerta Druid. Untap Blubber Crew. Human Druid.
No, come on, Robert. Be a team player.
Because now Priest is less valuable since Chris is out of the game.
Yeah, so if I attack with, I think I just wait and hope.
I will untap all this card. Feel sad. Let's play a land for turn. I will tap 5.
Phil's is chiming in chat.
Guttersnipe.
Damn, Robert. Yeah, I'm thinking as well. I'm trying to figure out the rules number. What subline?
I think the Fiend Hunter thing is 2 separate abilities, so they go on the stack separately.
Yeah.
But if a ability or spell on the stack has targets and loses all of those targets, then it doesn't resolve.
Yeah, I'm reading it the way that even.
See, like I said, I've been explained to me since it has a line break. I need a target. I need a valid target to cast it. But if the target is no longer valid, I still get the second part. I still get the second part of drawing the card.
I'm digging.
I'll continue to verify, but
once I get the rule number, then we'll
I think you were told wrong.
Like I said, I've been told by multiple judges that's how that.
That's what I thought too. Yeah.
I've been told by multiple judges that exact same thing.
Yeah. We'll get the rule number though. We'll figure it out.
One
way or another.
With that, I'll pass turn.
Just Guttersnipe. Okay.
Yep, just
This
Guttersnipe.
is pretty sure I would be dead by now. Probably will be dead after this turn. I'll hit the next turn button. Oh, we're getting a little cramped up here. I don't. Oh, I'm gonna play a Riveteer's Overlook, which will explode on impact and gain me a life.
All right, so yeah, Stein, you and I are not right. It's Rule 601.2. It would, and then subset C.
601.2.
Point 2. Yeah, it's the illegal targets thing. Illegal actions. To cast a spell is to take it from where it is, usually the hand, put it on the stack, and pay its cost, so that it'll eventually resolve and have it effective. Casting a spell follows the steps listed below, in order. If at any point during the cast of a spell a player is unable to comply, so basically at any point during the casting of a spell, is unable to comply with any of the steps listed below, the casting of the spell is illegal. The game returns to the moment before the spell is started to be cast. See Rule 717, handling illegal actions. Announcements and payments can't be altered after they've been made.
That doesn't
But you said-
sound like the relevant rule.
Yeah. But you said 701.2.
No, 601.2 and 717. That's what I found so far.
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an Elvish Mystic for 9, a Druid of the Cowl for 10,
Yeah, it doesn't seem like 601.2C is relevant to this.
for
Yeah.
11,
Do 6082B.
Richlore Rangers, and Springbloom Druid for 12. I'm going to tap Priest of Titania, add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to give me a total of 18 mana. Then I'm going to make 3 dinos.
But it's not activating an ability.
Yeah. There's no. So that one deals with the word target. 6082.
Spell or ability? If the spell or ability specifies targets,
It checks whether the target are still legal. Target is no longer in the zone. Is blah blah. Other is a trigger.
You said 602B?
608.
608.
Oh, 8.
2B.
I'm still definitely listening, Hip.
I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing Thundering Spineback and this Trampley Dino from last turn over at Stein for a total of 9 damage.
Which dino is thrown at me?
3/3 Dino gets a buff from my commander, so it's a 4/4. It's got
Mhm.
trample. Well, I guess it doesn't really make sense to throw a Thundering Spineback at you, actually. I'll just keep him back. But I'm going to throw a Trampley Dino your way. It's a 4/4.
I'll take my 4.
And then pass turn.
End step. Ping the table for 1. Rimewood Falls. Both of these at Stein. An 8/8 and a 2/2. And this has an ability.
Yep.
Okay. This one I think. Okay. This is 613.6.
Yeah.
If an effect should be applied in a different layer and or sublayer, the parts of the effect each apply in their appropriate ones. If an effect starts to apply in one layer and or sublayer, it will continue to be applied to the same set of objects in each applicable
What?
layer.
Hold on. Layers are static effects.
Yeah, like I'm just trying to like. Well,
We can figure this out after.
Yeah.
We're definitely past it in the game. I'll just post it on MTG Rules Reddit. Someone
get
will give
there.
me the line. I'll post it in the group chat or something.
we'll get there.
If things are in the same layer, then timing comes into consideration.
Yeah.
Depending on the layer.
I'll
the
block your
previous
commander with
layer will
Guttersnipe.
be dominant.
No, I don't think I do want to pump. Is fine. You'll take 2.
Yes.
For combat, I'm going to tap Blobber Crew to do 1. I'm going to tap Zerta Druid to do another 1 to the table.
That gets
Hey.
down to 1.
5 for 5 for Skazback Marauders. Untap my Lobber Crew. Tap my Lobber Crew. Sorry,
Okay,
Hip.
bye-bye.
Can what is that card? I can't read what was that card you cast though?
Sorry,
Mar-
which one? This one's Skazback
Yeah,
Marauders?
Yeah, Moxfield's having issue. The spell tables. Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
Trample and persist. Okay.
Yep.
In response, I'm going to go ahead and crack my panorama, and I'll still take my 1 damage.
Am I good to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just grabbing a snow curtain melt.
I'm gonna play Glow Spore Shaman. Red enters. I can mill 3 cards, and I can put a land from the top. Well, from my graveyard back on top of my deck. Mill 3 cards. Oh, there's nothing in there. There's an Enigma Eidolon in there, which is cool.
Which card did you cast? Sorry.
Oh,
the
Glow Spore Shaman.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're good. Yep.
Basically just a 3/1 right now. Untap my Lobber Crew and pass.
Enigma Eidolon is really cool.
Yeah, there's a whole cycle of these. There's one for each color, and that's why I have all the discard like Tormenting Voice and stuff.
Are they all Enigmas or are they all Eidolons?
They're all Eidolons.
Oh, okay. Well, I know what the red one is.
Okay, I will begin my turn. Oh, Guttersnipe is dead. Land for turn. Guttersnipe currently costs 7 altogether. I will tap I will tap 2 and incinerate your face.
Take 5.
And too bad you actually have a blocker, so I cannot kill you, and I will concede because you will beat me next turn anyway.
GG.
Jeez. There was a bajillion million things.
Are there
Oh, Pyro.
2 of each color of these Eidolons? There's so many. My God. I'm trying to look it up on Moxfield because there's literally so many.
There's a lot of cards named Eidolon, but of this cycle, there is only one in each color, I believe. Of the
Because there's like 10 cards, I think. Just got a quick glance at and actually count of
Yeah,
cards
so there's for the Eidolons,
Okay,
there's
Eidolon something.
the
And
Eidolons
there's
from the
Eidolon
original
ofs.
Theros.
So there's 9.
Yeah, there's the Eidolons of the original Theros set, and then the Eidolons of the Theros Beyond Death set.
There's 2 blue, 2 green, 3 black, a red one, and 2 white ones.
No, yeah, Pauper, yeah.
But like some of them they're not like of this cycle, right? They don't do the same thing. They're definitely like some bestow.
Yeah,
They're just
some
looking for
bestow
Eidolons.
ones. There's exactly 5 that you pay a mana of its own color, and it's a 3 and a color of its own color to cast it with the ability, right? You like pay red sack or green and sack and whatever. Verdant is a 5-color, any color ritual when you sack it.
6-13-11. Some continuous effects affect the game rules rather than objects.
But it's not continuous. It's 608 too.
And then the other one is 608 too. Those are the 2
Okay.
that work correlate to it. It doesn't. You don't draw.
I mean,
Like I said, I've had multiple.
Yeah,
Like
same here. I'm gonna.
That is a good board state.
Yeah, I've had the same thing, Stein, legit. So I've asked the RC in their Discord to see what's going on with that as well.
You can also like DM Liam directly, and he should.
That's what I was probably gonna do. Yeah.
Is there a prevent all damage card that includes damage beyond combat damage in green that I could throw in my Dino deck?
No.
I'll just have to gain even more life.
Yeah,
I only got one of my life gaining thingies, but I have a bunch of things that gain me life off land and things like that.
there's
My
a
favorite
new Essence Warden that was in New Capenia. I think it was Capenia.
My favorite fog in green is thwart the enemy, but it does not do what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like it's not a fog. I need a just just leave me alone for a turn card.
An anti-pinger meta card,
Yeah.
maybe.
That's what we need, or something of that nature.
Oh, look! You're looking at your deck, and you have them. You just didn't draw them.
Oh yeah, I have lots of stuff I didn't draw in there. I didn't draw it. And I have Essence Warden. I have a bunch of things that gain me life. I don't have a second card that's basically Essence Warden for 1 mana though. Well, what is the name of the card you're talking about? Maybe I'm not aware of it, or I just forgot about it.
Oh no! Essence Warden is the only one like that. I guess you could look at what's his name? 2 mana elf. What taps for gaining life for a number of elves?
Oh,
Well-Wisher.
Yeah.
Well-Wisher's
it?
pretty good. Well-Wisher.
Oh yeah. That was the card that I forgot about that I wanted to add in here. Not that I was made to think of right now before you said it, but I was like trying to cram one last card in here the other day and was like, what the heck is that card that gains me a life? I just could not conjure it up out of my dome.
Social Climber is the one I'm talking about.
In a sense, I think it would be so. It's this judge pulled up 608-2B, but a part of me still feels it may be in a sense a continuous effect because step 1 is target creature, step 2 is and you resolve in the order similar to like austere command and such forth.
Instant speed spells are not.
Yeah, that's the thing, but they're
Continuous
not, they're not
effects.
continuous. Yeah, they're typing up a bunch of stuff right now to see what they.
I'm going all the way down to 38 lands. This feels like a mistake, but we're gonna do it because we need the life gain.
Well, you have a lot of dorks in there, so you probably can.
We need more dorks. I want to have like 900 mana on turn 2.
Yeah, the whole deck is just ramped.
Do you have
Just ramp
all the,
into Dino.
Do you have all the land auras?
I have every land of war, yeah.
No, land auras, like wild growth and stuff like that.
Oh, land aura.
Oh,
Yeah.
land auras? Yeah, no, I have those. My enchantments. I got abundant growth, careful cultivation, fertile ground, Gaia's touch, unbridled growth, utopia sprawl. This isn't one of those things, but it lets me play extra.
You're missing
lands on my turn.
wild growth.
It's also a ritual. This card's so weird and awesome, and I never see anyone play it. Gaia's touch is incredible.
I've had no luck with it.
I cut wild.
Yeah, so they
growth
literally
for some
wrote.
reason.
There's the only reason why there's an established line break is just so it's easier to read.
Keep wild growth in. I don't know.
The line break was relevant on Fiend Hunter.
Yeah.
That makes it 2 separate abilities that trigger separately and go on the stack, like 2 things on the stack.
Yeah, so there's no mechanical differences between between the card being worded the way it is. The reason for the line break is just to make it obvious that drawing a card is part of the card's text, and not to run at the end of have a run on.
Then why does the one that you played earlier, the Hypnotize, have the line, the draw as a separate line kind of thing there? As it's all one line.
Hypnosizzle.
The Hypothesizzle?
Yeah.
So that one, that's a good question. I mean, they template cards differently all the time.
Like I said, they eroded a bunch of cards where they have specific line breaks in the cards kind of thing. Like, for instance, Guy's Touch has a specific line break for the sacrifice touch to add 2 green.
What was the question about the hypothesizzle? What's the question about it from before?
Well, like I said, it doesn't have a line break there.
I mean, it is all part of the same ability, though, of I draw 2 cards, then I may discard a non-land card. Like,
yeah, but then, okay, you said that's part of the same ability. Well, Crimson Wisp, it's a line break, so it's a separate ability.
If I were to, but without, like, so I play Hypothesizzle on your creature, or my creature, whatever, and even if I'm not going to discard the card, which I can't choose yet because the spell's not resolving, I lose my target, Hypothesizzle will fizzle. It's the same.
Hypothesizzle will fizzle sounds like the beginning of a haiku.
Or a Snoop Dogg song.
Or Snoop Dogg song. I wonder if he plays Magic.
There are some things like the 3 mana sorcery in green that you can play an additional land, you could put a counter on something and you draw a card and gain life. Like, it's got all these great abilities, but it does add the additional line of having a target means all of those things can now fizzle, which is why it doesn't see play, is because you open yourself for a 2-for-1.
So I thought that's how it works. That card itself, you don't declare your target until you resolve in it. And it says that in the Erratus for the rules clarification. It says Hypothesizzle goes on the stack without a target. Well, the spell is resolving. You may discard
does that one particularly? I could be wrong about how that one works. Weird.
The reason why I brought up Fiend Hunter, with Fiend Hunter, it has the notion when at the beginning of each sentence. That's the reason why that one is set differently, because it has the specific wording of the word when. For that one.
We have to ask ourselves, has Magic reached a point where it's too confusing to make sense anymore? Are there too many rules? Have things been eroded too many times?
The rules...
You are right about Hypothesizzle. That's actually crazy, because there is that ruling. It says it goes on the stack without a target. I've never seen that before.
But how it's worded, I would say that's how it's been operated. Basically how it's worded.
How it seems as such,
Yeah, it's because of the way it's worded.
Because you're not...
You do it.
Yeah, because you're not discarding... Yeah, you have to discard the card to actually allow you to do that ability.
Yeah, exactly. In order to target, you have to discard the cards.
And the discard is a May ability, so...
So it protects itself from that exact scenario.
And that's probably why you put it in your deck. Or why somebody put it in the deck that...
No, I built it. It's because it discards a card. And I play the Eidolons. That's the whole reason why I did it.
Well, have you ever seen anybody else play it? Was there any outside influence in your decision to put it in the deck beyond the fact that it discards cards?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone else play it.
Perhaps just coincidence then.
I got in a big fight when I used to do a 60-card Pauper podcast, and I got in a big fight with my co-host about if Hypothesizzle is as good as Muldrifter. I was on the side of it's not as good as Muldrifter, and I ended up being right, for the record.
Yeah,
so
I don't think it's as good as Muldrifter at all.
I've got bad memories around it, if anything. Well, we all learned something today, at the very least.
What did we learn? Let's summarize.
I learned about Hypothesizzle. Thank you very much for that.
What did you learn about Hypothesizzle today?
That it goes on the stack without a target, but it does say target in it.
All right, you, Chris, what did you learn today?
That there's too many damn rules.
You just learned that?
No, I not wrong.
I learned something more than that,
but yeah, I learned that this deck is okay. I don't like it, but it was props to whomever built it. Thanks. Also, the Eidolons are really cool, though. I was slightly listening to that conversation about the Eidolons and the Enigmas. I think they're all wicked cool.
Yeah, they are interesting. How about you, Stein? What did you learn today?
That Thundering Spineback is an interesting card. I've never seen it before.
I think it's a pretty fun card. Hand of Emrakul is also an interesting card.
I have Hip making beautiful art right now.
How about you, Hip? What did you learn today? Well, me. Today I learned that I didn't learn anything. I
Boo.
learned that hitting the dictionary on my computer is an accidental thing that apparently is going to happen a lot. And then I will take an action within the sitcom to prove that I never learned anything at all by not being able to get the dictionary thing to stop happening. Because at the end of the 30 minutes, if everything doesn't go back to normal, my audience will feel unsafe and stop watching the TV.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up. So let's go around the table. We'll start with you, Lobber. We'll wrap it up and sign off from there.
Okay, if you want to find me, you can just search YouTube for Lobbert. That's Lobbert. You only add the 8 if you're looking for me on Twitter. I make Pauper Commander content.
Boom.
That's it.
Simple. Alright, and Stein.
I'm Stein. I play Pauper Commander and some Commander every once in a while, but I play mainly Pauper Commander these days. You want to check out my deck list? They are also on Moxfield under Stein. I'm Stein there too. Also, by Artist Briefs.
I am Hipstevious Cat's Meowth of Hipstevious Cat's Meowth Gaming Emporium, and you can just call me Hip, don't call me Hipster. This is my Thundering Spineback deck.
There's all my
It is
cards.
Glorious art, just in time for me to give my outro. And I'd like to invite you to stop by the Emporium anytime you feel like. If you pop on by Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere you like to do your social media scrolling, you can find in my bio link my solo.2, which can lead you to my Moxfield for my deck list, can lead you to my Discord to jump in and play some games in literally any Magic format that you can imagine. But it is pretty EDH heavy, as you might imagine. I had a lot of fun playing some Magic today with these wonderful folks, and I hope to do it again soon.
Absolutely. It was a lovely
Same.
evening. On that note,
Yeah.
thank you, everyone. I hope you have a lovely evening. We played with someone today from Spain. Like,
That's cool.
mind-blowing still.
Well, like you might be playing someone from Germany soon.
And
so.
soon enough, I'll be playing someone from Germany. So, damn cool stuff. All right, everyone. Wales, thank you very much in the chat. Thank you, everyone else. Y'all have a great night now. Peace.
Night. Bye.
Good night.